Hey everybody, JM Gaming here, back again with another Idleon account review. Today we got Bob the Gamer, who redeemed a account review over here on Twitch. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So he is a little ways into World 6. He has dupe, just so we can kind of get a little context here. So far, right off the bat, we're going to mention some of the good stuff you're doing. We're going to mention some of the stuff that you can kind of improve on. Obols on your family tree looks fantastic, bud. Like, looks fantastic. Exactly what you need. Perfect. Shrines. Eventually, you're going to get to the point where you're starting to farm some golden food and stuff. Try to get some golden cheese at some point. I'm not saying this is a huge priority, but once you start getting to farming statues a little bit more, because I see you're into onyxing some of them. Yeah. Golden cheese, put some on every single character, because, yeah, these are really low. But, I mean, for where you're at, they probably aren't that bad, to be honest. It's just something to keep in the back of your mind. At some point, if you have to farm up, like, even maybe like 1,000 a piece or something, or even farm them up for the beanstalk. You can get a 10k stack, throw them on the beanstalk, at least it's something. And if you have a couple hundred on everybody, you're in good shape. Oh, we're going to go over bubbles and stamps. That's definitely something Bob wants to talk about. So we'll look at those after. We can see that they're low, so we'll get into that. But obviously, you're going to keep onyxing your statues. We all know. Do you know about how much drop rate you're at right now, Bob? As far as when it comes to your farming on your DK? So we kind of get an idea if this is relevant. 40 times. Okay, so you're good. That's definitely the time you're like, okay, usually. All right, yeah, with a good crystal build and stuff, I assume you've got chocolatey chip then, because you probably wouldn't have done these if you didn't. So I would say you're definitely at the point to where you can farm up some of these. Obviously, the ones that you need to do are also World 3 that you're going to have to do with Elemental Sorcerer. They suck, but it's going to be these three you got to get. I see that you were working on them a little bit because you got this one onyxed. But yeah, work on that. You're also going to want to work on the rest of these at some point too. Kapow one, wait until you're done with getting them on everybody, and then get also your SoCal up and everything for your vial, because you want that at 100%. I don't think Bob's been playing very long, Kush. It's not returning to the game. I don't think Bob's played very much. All right, let's go ahead and look at your characters here. I'm going to look at the obols, seeing how we talked about that already. Okay, at some point you're going to want to work on your obols too. Like, just putting the copper ones on, upgrade these. Yeah, he probably just recently returned. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard the story with Bob. He returned to the game. He took a long time off. Recently came back. Yeah, the account was made forever ago. Yep. So yeah, definitely work on your obols. Have them the same as like what your family is. Get all these drop rates on there, because I mean, these coppers are 2%. I mean, they're okay. They're okay. But like, upgrade them. I know it's 1% more a piece, but still, upgrade them. Move on. Get them all looking like this, and you'll be good to go. Okay? Because with your 40 times drop rate, this stuff would be easy an afternoon or two, and you would be done with every single character. Like, it's really minimal how much it's going to take you to do these. It won't take very long. Seriously. Yeah. I would prioritize that as one of the tops on the list, to be honest with you. Because at the end of the day, like, they all need drop rate. Then you can put the drop rate on there. You can not worry about it for a while until you want to, you know, start working on more of your skill specific and stuff like that. But your drop opals on everybody will at least carry you through for a long time. It'll be one less thing to worry about for a long time. Let's go ahead and look at your gear. Apparently this character has no gear. That's probably not good. We had a couple characters here with no gear at all. You might want to put something on them. I don't know if that's just showing a visual glitch or what it's doing, but yeah. You definitely want to get some gear on them. Yeah, you've got quite a few characters with no gear. Okay, yeah, I mean, you definitely got to put some gear. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 doesn't have it. I see that you made yourself a troll set. Obviously, you're probably waiting because of salt, but essentially you want to work on troll on everybody. And then it's very easy to upgrade it to divine. Like, as soon as you can make troll, you can probably upgrade it immediately to divine. It's that easy. So, keep working on your salts and stuff, because I know that's probably what's locking you right now. And try to upgrade everybody to troll and then divine. At least for now. Also, tools. Every single slot should be filled with tools. And you want to start going for at least a bare minimum. You got at least Void that I've seen you've made. You got some Dementia. You want to at least go for Void or Dementia on every single slot that people have. Focus for that for now. So then, like, you're not trying to push too much too fast. And the good thing about tools is every single tool is used for the next tool upgrade. So you never have any wasted tools. Which is a good thing. Whereas some armor, yeah, it's wasted in the end. But yeah, I would definitely fill every single slot with tools. So you're going to have to get your skills up if you need to equip stuff. But at the end of the day, they're good stat sticks. They're going to help you get carried through World 6. Yeah, I get it with the whole Bubo stuff. With where your account is at, I would say that the new masterclass for Bubo is one of your least concerns, period. You're nowhere near endgame, and at the end of the day, masterclasses are endgame. Like, I understand everybody wants to play the fun new stuff. And yeah, when you want to have a screw about day, feel free to do it. But, like, if you're looking for a day to get stuff done, Bubo is not going to get it done for you. Like, you're smashing your head against the wall because you don't have yourself set up for it. Got you. Yeah, but still. Even cranium cooking right now is not going to do you any good when you need all this stuff. Like, you could be going and skilling up so you could equip higher end tools. You could be upgrading some tools. You could be equipping that. You know, upgrading splicers. You definitely need better traps. Traps aren't as bad, but you definitely need better skulls. Yeah. Also, let's see. If you haven't upgraded on the beanstalk, you're definitely going to want to have golden hamsters on everybody. If you are cranium cooking and stuff and you're on tremor worms, you should have a ton of hamsters. So you need to have them on people. Get that to where it's almost 100% or as high as you can get it. If you can get it to 100%, great. So then every 2-hour claim you can do, you can start pushing sailing a little bit more. Because sailing is definitely one of those time-gated things. Like, you're best off to start pushing it like hell now. Yeah, so you're going to want to put them on people. Definitely have hamsters on everybody for sure. Yep. That's a massive, massive thing to have. I see you got some cheese on people, which is cool. The best thing you want to do with the cheese, too, is people who don't have it, break some of these stacks down if that's all you have, and put some on other people, too. You want some on everybody. Spread around even if you have to. If you have to grab them all, divide it by 10, throw them on everybody evenly, do that. It's going to be a lot better, trust me. You want every time you claim for that to kick in. You want every time for you to claim for golden hamsters to kick in. So right now for you, golden cheese and golden hamsters are a no-brainer. All right, prayers. You got Royal Sampler on. You got Skilled Dimwit on. Nice. Yeah, let's see the skills so we get the idea. Yeah, so you're going to have to level them up some. Yeah, you'll have to level up your skills some so you can be able to equip those tools. Well, that's good, yeah, because you don't need to touch that class. I mean, worst case scenario, go in, you unlock it, you slap yourself some talent points into the skills with the summoning and stuff like that, and you call it a day. Like, I wouldn't actually push it. I would just unlock it, slap some talent points into it, call it a day. There you go. Yeah, get them up to 50. Cooking is another one that's very, very easy to get up later on, too. Because in the vault, you actually have that cooking XP at the bottom. So, like, to blow everybody up to, like, even 100 is pretty easy. But, I mean, I wouldn't worry about that high right now. Yeah, post office. You're going to have to work on your post office. You even got some boxes you need to put in. So be mindful of that. Try to push your post office. Yeah, I mean, he's just got like one thing in him. Yeah. Go through your post office, use your points. That's so far down the line, him worrying about that masterclass, that it's pointless to worry about that right now. Let's not flood him with too much. We're flooding him about stuff that's endgame, and he's nowhere near endgame. Like, let's not worry about that. Let's get him to endgame before we flood him with stuff about endgame. Let's do that first. Let's see what you're doing, actually. Oh, the old bravery grind. Gotcha. That's my point. It's not... Ugh. The new Bubo class is endgame. If you want to say it's not, then that's up to you, but it is. Every single master class is endgame. Like I said, go in, get what you can, put your talent points into the summoning skills and stuff like that, so they'll help with that stuff, and then move on. Like, it should be like 2 seconds worth of time into it and call it a day. If you can even unlock it. Because you have to be able to kill enough tremor worms in a short enough period of time. Alright, we already know equip bubbles and stuff like that. We don't have to worry about that. We know you got do. Yeah, see, like, nothing. Exactly what it should be. Yeah, see, they haven't even worked on Windwalker that much, and we're talking about doing Summoner. Or, Arcanist. Like, come on. Yeah. At some point, you will want to go into those and at least grab stuff and put your talents into them. Like, for example, if you get some of the stuff into Windwalker, you can really pound up your sneaking really fast with pretty minimal effort getting stuff into it. Like I tell people, go into it, push it till you hit a brick wall, put your stuff into where you can, and move on. But the talents that it's going to give you is going to help you a lot. Actually, let's see Anvil on your characters. I always forget, they have this ass backwards. Yeah, see, here's another thing for you. You need to use your items. You could even take like a little bit of an afternoon. Farm up all these items. The highest that they go is World 4, the end of World 4. Yeah. But you can get these up and then spend the money. Max these out. Because you're going to end up needing these. Yeah, this would take you like 2 seconds to do, seriously. Like, I remember I was very early on, and I farmed literally all these items for all 10 characters in like an hour or two. It was pretty easy. And where you're at, you're even farther than I was. So, like, this stuff would be a joke for you. It really doesn't take that much. But yeah, get all your points. You definitely want to do that, for sure. You're going to want to put stuff in here, too. Try to keep full. I know it's easier said than done nowadays because of how much our capacities and stuff is. Alright, stamps. So stamps is something you want to talk about. For one, a lot of them are in blue, which means you have everything to upgrade them, for one. There is a lot that you can upgrade. You got to unlock a lot of stamps. Like, you're missing probably 2 of the best stamps. Like, you're missing Ladle Stamp. You're missing Multi-Tool Stamps. You've got to unlock some stamps, for sure. Like, you are missing some very important ones. Like, those are really important stamps. Those 2. Massively important. And there's the mower now. Gotta love it. But yeah, try to work on unlocking your stamps. Because you definitely need to do it. Like I said, those are probably 2 of the best stamps that there is. Cooking efficiency is hard to come by. And Multi-Tool Stamp is just going to make every single one of your efficiencies better. You definitely want to level those up. They are massively important. So, like, I see you're leveling up this. Like, you doubled the right stuff. But see, here's the thing, too. Like, when you unlock Ladle Stamp and Multi-Tool Stamp, you probably want to double those, too. Like, that's how good they are. But yeah, you have a lot of stuff in stamps that you could just level. Bags are fine. There's no accident about it. Like, I literally have all these same bags doubled. That just means that at some point you'll have to get on to Windwalker eventually, and you'll get some more from that, and you can use it for the other stuff. But yeah, I have these same exact ones doubled. So yeah, you might have kind of jumped the gun a little bit, but that's fine. That's fine. They're not on anything that I wouldn't double. We'll put it that way, so... yeah, you're ahead of the game a little bit, and yeah, you'll have to get a couple to get those, but... once again, if you get onto Windwalker, it probably won't take you much to get even 2 of them, you know? So yeah, you'll be fine. They're fine where they're at. You're good. But yeah, I would say the number one priority for you with stamps is to unlock the stamps you don't have. I mean, obviously, you're probably not going to be able to do these, because I'm going to assume you're probably not in the last cavern, obviously. But yeah, you've got to unlock them, and then you got to start prioritizing some stuff. Get your efficiencies up. Get your carrying capacity. Like these, you doubled them. Level them up. Like, especially if you're going to double them, why wouldn't you want to level them, right? Like, you're going to want to hardcore level those, because the higher amount you can carry, the more stamps you're going to be able to do. Make sure you're doing it on Voidwalker, because they're going to have the most capacity. Because they have an actual trade for it. Use Rucksack, stuff like that eventually, because you probably don't have Rucksack. Eventually you'll get that. That'll help for the prayer. But yeah, a lot of this is just you unlocking stuff, because you're missing some really good ones. For sure. But yeah, focus on your efficiencies and stuff like that. You probably even have a point to where you could take a couple days of just farming up the most simplistic resources and just leveling some of these up. But this is also going to come into the fact of, you said that you need help with your bubbles. This is part of the reason why your stamps are like falling behind, is because your bubbles probably aren't leveled. And because your bubbles aren't leveled, because your stamps aren't leveled, you don't have the efficiency, and therefore you can't make good 3D prints. Because I'm going to assume you don't have good 3D prints. If you did, 3D prints will carry this, and it'll carry bubbles for you. Like, they literally flow into each other. It just is a snowball effect. Like, literally, your 3D prints are made from a lot of your stamps, a lot of your alchemy bubbles. Once you get those 3D prints, you can level them both, and then they just keep making your prints better too. So they snowball into each other like crazy. Yeah. I'm going to assume that your prints, yeah, are kind of falling behind. You're on 12. It's not too bad. Just kind of hit it every day when you get on. You got to reset, do a reset. You know? Just try to hit it each time you get on. Same thing with Rue. 12, I mean, yeah, a lot of people say you can get to 17 pretty easy, and I get that. But, like, 12 isn't terrible. It shows that you're at least putting effort into it, you know? Yeah, try to hit it each day. Get it reset if you can reset it. Pump it back up again. Move on. Hit it the next day, you'll probably be able to reset it again. And just do that. And you'll be fine. Alright, alchemy bubbles. So, let's go ahead. Obviously, I've got my percent up high. Let's go ahead and take you down some here. Maybe like 70. So, see, I'm seeing what you doubled. Drop rate, oh, you should have never doubled that. Should have never doubled that. I can say that one was a big mistake for you. Big mistake. Because the problem is, this even at 99% efficiency is shit. Yeah, I get it, but 38% drop rate is like pretty much around the max of what it goes to. Like, I have mine at 38%, is 99 point some odd efficiency. Like, double 38 is crap. Yeah, but see, like, I get it, you're looking for drop rate, but, like, you're screwing yourself in the process. If they have a point to where, because, you know, at some point we'll probably have the ability to be able to move them, I would get it off that. Like, that. Other than that, though, you've got some good bubbles. Because, like, I started with Larry, which I see you got Larry. Then I did the 3 number 2 ones. Statue. Carpenter. Yeah, so you got the 17s. Like, you got good bubbles. It's just, yeah, I think that's a miss. At least you got the main ones that really matter, though. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Like, see, this is where stuff, once again, this is a great one that you want to bargain tag every single day. This is why you want to fix your anvil, so you can be having enough materials to be able to do this every day. Bargain tag the piss out of this. Keep leveling up till you get it to the point to where you can atom this. That's what you want to do with that one, because it sucks to level it. See, a lot of your efficiencies are only 50%. Let's see here. Hardy Diggy, 57. I would say for your efficiencies and stuff, I put it at 70 because I think that's probably a good number for you. That's why I put it at 70. I saw some 57s and stuff. Try to get a lot of these to 70% efficiency. I don't think that's a crazy leap for you. And then what I do is when I get most of my, like, all my efficiencies up to like a certain percent that I want, it means how much you're getting of 100%. Like the efficiency ones, 100% is the max amount you can get out of that bubble. Like it's literally, this is the max amount of stuff you're going to get out of this bubble. So you want to get the efficiency up high because you want to get the most of that max amount. So the higher the efficiency goes, the more you get of that potential 100%. So yeah, that's how it works. Whereas your ones that don't have efficiency, you can level the piss out of them. There is no cap. But yeah, so I would go for 70% efficiency on them. I would try that for now. On a lot of those, like you see, you've got your Hocus Chopus, Hardy Diggy. Even a lot of your multi one, like you're over 100%, which is good. But I mean, at some point you're going to want to get it to 300. Then eventually you're going to want to get it to 600. I mean, there is other stuff that can get you up to that 600 also. And that's because of the Cavern, but you're probably not even at that point yet. Yeah, I would worry about all the efficiency ones and your power ones, like LeBrain Tools. That's your power. That's going to give you more. Yeah, get them to 70%. And then if you feel like you can go more after that, I usually will up myself about 5%. So if I get 70% on everything, I'm like, okay, now I'll do 75 next. Then I'll do 80. Then I'll do 85. And just kind of keep going like that. And it's going to help you a lot. Trust me. Like, there's some stuff, like, you only got, like, 30 levels into it. This stuff's a pain in the ass. Like, the pain in the ass stuff like this that salts, bargain tag it. That's what bargain tags are made for. Make sure every day you're using your bargain tags. Obviously, Diamond Chef is another huge one for bargain tags. Like, you want to make sure you use them every day. Yeah, Larry first is definitely a great idea, for sure. Because Larry is just going to flow in everybody. At this point, you have it doubled anyways. Why would you not want to level it? This is one that you want to get a good 3D print of and keep that print going. Even if you got to do like double prints or double on a couple different people. Like do it on every one of your freaking warriors if you have to. Like this is something, yeah, you should prioritize. Especially the fact that you doubled it. Because this just flows in everything. There's a reason why this is the best bubble to double. Because it literally affects every single bubble that's on this screen. Like, every freaking bubble here, Larry affects. So, yeah. Get Larry first, and then, yeah. Thanks for that, Kush. Yeah, good call. But, yeah, you want to get Larry, and then it'll flow into the rest. Just like your cranium cooking right now. And you're only at 79 on this. Like, this is only 66% efficiency. So, you're not cranium cooking it to the top efficiency that you could. Yeah, it is insane that you can double that bubble. Not to mention that it also has the, let's keep in mind that the arcade ball also affects it too. So, it's like, what, 268% now is what I have mine at? Something like that. It's absolutely insane. Yeah. Yeah, so definitely focus that one first, and then once this one's good, focus into your efficiencies. And you should be great on that. Definitely. These, you want to max these. If you're cranium cooking, Bob... If you're cranium cooking before you're doing anything, trying to get your capacities up, trying to get your rate up, all of these need to be maxed. You need to max these first. This is the reason why you cranium cook early on, is because you want to max all these. Number one priority. And then use that later on after these are maxed to start unlocking all your bubbles. I see that you've already got, like, I'm pretty sure you've got them all unlocked. Nope, you've got some left. Okay. So, yeah, get those numbers up. It's going to make it easier to unlock the bubbles. Yeah, max these out. Like, Ukrainian cook, like, if you have... Well, liquid investment doesn't even matter at that point. Yeah, put them into these cauldrons when you're cranium cooking. And it'll pound these up. Because you know how to get the bar up for these. And then, yeah, spend it and max all these. Get all these up to 170. That would be my first priority for alchemy before you do anything. Do that, then do Larry. That would be the order. And obviously, while you're in between that and you want a Cranium Cook here and there, unlock Bubbles too. Yes, this site is massive. AR helps. Like I always tell everybody, the auto review is great. It'll show you a lot of stuff to do. And it'll show you within the categories your priorities. The problem that the auto reviewer doesn't do is what category is a priority over another category. That's the problem. You know, does it say, is this stamp more important than alchemy? Is this alchemy more important than something else? Is my cavern upgrade more important than this other upgrade? Like, it doesn't say that, and that's a huge, huge problem. If you're looking for a category and you're looking for a priority in it, it's fantastic for that. But if you're looking for one category over another, good luck. It does not work well for that. I mean, it does nothing to it. Yeah, I see you got your caps and your regens are low. I get it. But like I said, pound this up first and this is going to help you more. Trust me. You'll be glad that you did it. And then your new bubble chance and stuff. Yeah. You got these max. Beautiful. See, there's something that you did really well. You got all these done. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Vials, I mean, it's expected to see it like this. Here's another thing to keep in mind, Bob. A lot of people don't know this, and I didn't know this for the longest time either. You don't have to go in order. You don't have to go in order. You can cherry pick anyone you want. Like, if there's a big buff in here, like, say, like, you had turtles and you want to, like, you can unlock it now. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't have to go in order. You can cherry pick whatever one you want. Just keep that in mind. That's where, once again, this site helps for it. But, yeah, you're going to want to level this up. Because, like I said, when it comes... Yeah. So another thing, like I was saying with the statues and stuff in your statue farm, Kapow is probably the best statue that there is. You want to do the quest for Onyx statue on everyone because it's going to give you a ton of Kapow statues per character that finished it. That's the reward for finishing the quest. Keep them. You want to get this to where it's 100% chance because Kapow statues are very rare in this game. You want to get this to at least 100%. Because you want to, like, literally get double statues out of it is what would happen for the Kapow statues. Don't turn them in until this is over 100%. Don't do it. The higher, the better. Which, the way to get this higher is eventually you'll get into the Rift. You'll get it to where maxing these will essentially just keep snowballing it for everyone. Which, I'm going to assume the Rift, you're probably not nowhere near it. That's, once again, get your gear up, get your damage up, bam, you can push Rift. But yeah. Don't turn in Kapow statues until this is a thing. Like, you could Onyx them, but, like, if I was you, I would just save them all. I wouldn't even turn any in. Save them. You want to get this up. Okay. But figure, too, this, if you get it up to 100%, and then, once again, how I say, effects snowball into each other. You get this leveled up, now you're getting double statues, and... it also resets lower, too. So now you're just one's dipping off from the other. And now you're getting so much bang for your buck on turning in a statue that it's insane. So get this up, too. And between both of those being up and then turning in a ton of Kapow statues, you're going to explode it. And you could even have Kapow as your very last statue you Onyx. There is a trick for it. Then you can go into the gem shop if you don't mind spending gems. And you can buy the upgrade that will give you... a bunch of statues for any one that you don't have Onyx. So if Kapow is your last one that's not Onyxed, you can get a crap ton of Onyx statues and then, you know, Onyx it and do it up after that. But that's totally up to you. That's a paid version of it. I'm not saying you have to do that, but I'm saying if you want to spend money, that's a way. All right, sigils. You have done nothing in sigils. Perfect. You shouldn't be in sigils. Don't go in them. Leave them alone. There's no reason to go in sigils. Fantastic. Like, you got to get all your bubbles done. I'll get all of your cauldrons up. You've got to get all that stuff out of the way before you remotely even think about these. So, good stuff. I'm not going to... well, we can look, I guess. Yep, we got Monument. Some of that. CS damage one is pretty shit. To be honest with you. You think it's good, but it's meh. The liquid one's okay. Like, out of the shop that we have right now, it's literally these three are the best. And once again, drop rate, it falls off now. Is your lab and your divinity done? Like, for one, I noticed your gods aren't unlocked. You should unlock all of your gods. That's definitely a thing you should do. You should have every single god unlocked before you even stop doing divinity. Put them in the lab. Set them all up with Goat God, which actually you got Doot, so you're already going to be set up with Goat God. Put them all into the lab, gain divinity XP, gain yourself some lab XP, unlock all your gods. Like, you definitely want all your gods unlocked. Islands, yeah, you got to work on unlocking more. Here's another thing, too. You're wondering about unlocking your, well, leveling up your skills and stuff. Best place to level up fishing? Right here. Sea salt. Unlock sea salt. To be honest with you, if I had to pick order, sea salt would have already been unlocked. Well, Tranqui is shit when you get into the lab. You're going to want to bump that up to whatever the highest is that you can get. Or Tranquil, I think, is another one, too. But yeah, try to get up to the highest one you can. Eventually, we want to get them all on the last one, which you should be pretty close to. And yeah. But yeah, you want to unlock sea salt. That's going to make your fishing bit just blow up. You could use like a 1 hour candy on your characters and probably gain 20, 30 levels. Whoever told you that is wrong. Like, Shimmer doesn't do shit for beginning players. I would almost even argue with you that, like, with what you have unlocked, Shimmer's good. But if I had to pick an order, I would have gone Trash first, because Trash helps the rest. Then I would have gone Sea Salt second, to be completely honest with you. Rando, pointless. Crystal Island, pretty pointless. Shimmer Isle, okay. I would put Shimmer above these two. That's my opinion. I know there's a certain way to unlock them that, like, makes it more efficient. But, like, I can't emphasize how good Sea Salt Island is. It's going to explode your fishing. Explode it. Like, any other place you were fishing is dog shit compared to this. Like, this is insane. Absolutely insane. Make sure you're doing your Kilroys every week, because this is pretty low. Definitely make sure you do them every single week. Especially this week's a really good one. So make sure you're doing it. Kangaroo, you've only got one. Make sure you're doing this. I know it sucks. I know it's boring. But, like, AFK gains for you is not a terrible thing. Yeah, it's actually triple archer if you have the third unlocked, which is even more insane. Yeah, it's even more insane. But yeah, you want these AFK gains. So yeah, you really need to do this. Like I said, get on every day. Do your Rue. Do your L. Do a reset if you have to. Push all the way back up as far as, like, you hit that wall. Go about doing your stuff, then the next day do it again. Do that every day, and you'll find in, like, a week or so, you'll be progressing really well. Like, just try to make it a habit. If it's part of your daily routine, eventually, it'll be done, and you would have put minimal effort into it. Yeah. Yeah, it's just one of those things. Alright, we know prints are going to probably be shit. Like, I kind of expect it. For one, you've got to fill all your printer slots. Like, I understand you probably don't have all of them unlocked, but, like, definitely work on unlocking. So I see, like, here there's only, like, a couple empty slots, whereas here there's, like, a lot more empty slots. Make sure you have all your slots filled. I see you're doing a copper on that one, which is good. So your problem is, like, focus, too, with your prints on doing the right stuff on people. You're doing a lot of the wrong stuff on people. Deathbringer should be 1 copper ore, nothing but fish. But make sure you have 1 copper ore, so then you can switch to claiming atoms if you want, because copper ore is going to be way better than fish. So do 1 copper ore, do the rest as fish. Don't have this shit on there. Don't have this shit on there. Like, monster stuff, it is horrible to have on them because they suck at it. So, yeah. All your Deathbringers, yeah. If you have more than one, yeah, 1 copper ore, the rest is fish. Siegebreaker should be nothing but flies. Period. Bubo. You have the logs on there, which is correct. Make sure you fill in all the slots. But yeah, they should be nothing but logs. Make sure every mage has an oak log. It's the same principle as every type of warrior should have a copper ore. Because where you get the good stuff for copper ore is in the warrior tree. Where you get the good stuff for logging is in the mage tree. That's why you want to make sure every mage and every single warrior has them. Yes. Because then they're for farming atoms. Exactly. It's the best atom farm that they can do. That's why you want to make sure you always have that on them. So we go here. This is just a random pile. Do not do monster stuff on DK. This should be nothing but ore. Nothing but ore on a DK. Same with this one. Nothing but ore on a DK. And once again, make sure you got the coppers on them. Now, what I like to do is, I see you've got Windwalker. So Windwalker / Beastmaster. They kind of suck at prints. Yeah. Yeah, I would. Get them straightened out the right way. With Beastmaster / Windwalker, they suck at prints. The best thing to use them for is to fill all your first, like, what? I think it's 5 or 6 slots. Something like that. Fill them with every single monster material you need for the refinery. Therefore, you can use them to swap back and forth. I see you're doing it here on him, but you can use Voidwalker for all that oddball shit that you want. Like, you know, if you're doing these two, you could use Voidwalker for that. Or you could even, worst case scenario, you could even double them up on printer, on refinery at first until you get better prints. So then you can have somebody printing like 2 different, so you could cover 4 different things at the same time. And that would be really, really good for you. Yeah. So I would do that. I would definitely change that. Like I said, you can put both of them on all of your refinery stuff and then use the extra materials with stuff you want to do for like vials, bubbles, stuff like that. And that works fantastic for that. Because they both suck at doing stuff as far as for atoms concerned. But they're great for monster materials. So do that. Once again, you got the oak on there. Great. But see, once again, we got monster materials on here. Why? Nothing but logs on them. There should be nothing but logs on both of these guys. So you got the 2 Siegebreaker meta. Once again, all flies. With you having 2 Siegebreakers, you should be able to cover every single fly between the 2 of them. And actually overlap on some too. So that's how I would do your printing. Okay? I mean, hopefully you get this. Obviously, the video will be out. You can kind of go through the video if you have to. Make notes if you aren't already making them. Like I said, I'll put the video out later on today for you. But yeah, that's the best way that you can run your refinery. And obviously, as you go along with, once again, like I said, with getting your stamps better, getting your bubbles better, these numbers are going to explode. The Cavern helps these numbers explode too. Very much so. Because once you unlock Conjurer, and you start getting to the point to where you can get 300 or 600% multi of stuff, then those multi-bubbles, you can take them up to 600%, or a little bit less, depending on if you have other sources of multi. And you can get it up to 600%, and that will explode your prints. Yeah, I'm going to check on the level of it. Yeah, King. I see he's got it equipped on everybody, but yeah. He is at 90%, though. I would assume it's leveled. You're at 90% sample, which you're good. That's 90% sample is the max. So I would assume he has it leveled. Otherwise, he wouldn't be 90. Like, see, this one's 84. Make sure you're hitting 90 on that. 90, 90. Yeah, you only got one that's an issue. If you have to hit another level or so into that, don't do that. We're getting down here to worship. We'll go over it when we hit it, okay? Actually, let's just hit it right now. Let's hit it right now while we're thinking of it. See where your totems are at. Yeah, see, you're going to have to level in at some point. Obviously, it's a salt issue. I get it. Like, it's hard to level up your towers. I get it. Like, it's pretty well where I expected it to be. But let's see your prayers here, though. Hey, you're 11. 11's about where you want to be. 11's not terrible. Worst case scenario, you got to bump one more into it to make your other person 90 do it. But in the beginning of the game, like later on, you're going to max all of your stuff and you're not going to care. But in the beginning, this really isn't that much of an XP gain. It's an additive minus, so it's not like it's going to hurt you a ton. But let's be honest, don't level it any more than you need it, because why shoot yourself in the foot if you don't have to, right? In the beginning, it might matter a little bit. Later on, you're not going to care, okay? So just level it to where you need it and leave it be. That's what I would do. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that's where I had mine for the longest time. I still don't think I have mine maxed out because I don't care about Tome. Yeah, eventually you're going to get stuff like this. Rucksack is great because it's going to give you more capacity. You put this on Voidwalker. It'll also make it to where you're going to be able to do more for stamps because you can hold more. What's up, Ken? Yes, Ken. It would. Smart ass. But yeah, if you have to put one more level into that, would probably do it, to be honest with you. And you should be fine. Alright, let's go to your refinery now. Let's see how you're doing on this. Just making sure you're not salt locked. You're going to want to shut this down. You definitely don't want to... You're already taking too much. You don't have any green salts. That's what's going to kill your towers right there. A lot of towers require green salts. Green salts are super important. You're not that bad, though. Like, trust me. I've seen a hell of a lot worse. Not to mention you have no extra purple salts left because you're using exactly the amount. So you're going to have to probably eventually level this up one. But, like, get your green salts up first. And you should always be grabbing green when it's maxed. You always want to be leveling this. Same with, obviously, the red one. Were you looking at the pictures that they have, Bob? Was that what you were looking at? The pictures that they have on Google and stuff about it? Yeah, that shit's obsolete. It's going to salt lock you. It's going to fuck you over. I have... After I can post in here. Remind me when we're done. I literally made a video recently about not getting salt locked. So, I got you. Yeah. It's obsolete at this point. That's hence why I made a new one. But my guide pretty much goes over this. You essentially, it's very, very simple, Bob. All you're going to do is, you're going to look at this number right here and make sure this number is not more. This is how much you make an hour. This is how much you use an hour. This is how much you make an hour. This is how much you use an hour. And see, you're making 405 blue. You're using 241. You're making 241 green an hour. You're using 305. Here's the problem. You're using more per hour than you're making. That's the definition of salt locked. Yeah, 2-to-1 for red to orange. Yeah, it can be a thing. So yeah, you probably want to get your red up a little more before you keep leveling up your orange too. Yeah. Because it runs for a while. But yeah, I mean, you're not that bad. Trust me. I've seen a hell of a lot worse. Okay, then he's fine. Like, that just proves my point then. I don't know why you're talking about it then if he's fine. Anyways, but yeah. I've never been salt locked. Not for a while. I was in the beginning of the game, but haven't been since. Anyways, let's go to the Atom Collider here. Yeah, see, this is where, once again, you need to get your prints and stuff. 3D prints, once again, is going to flow into this, too. Because you can start getting atoms, because atom buffs are insane. Atom buffs are absolutely insane. Like, see, this is going to explode your construction. Yeah, see, you have none into it. This is one of the best in the game buffs for cooking speed. Period. It is. So this is where you're really going to want to focus on this stuff. And then later on, even Windwalker has an upgrade to bring this up higher too. Yeah, that one's not even to worry about. But yeah, once you get your prints and stuff going up, then yeah, once you get stuff going good and whatnot, then start worrying about this. You can start switching yourself over to atoms that you're gaining from your 3D prints. Once you get those kind of settled, and then yeah, you're definitely going to want to focus on this. They're insane. Most of these upgrades are insane. Like library books is going to be a great one. Construction's another good one. Like no bubble left behind. You want to get this maxed. It's going to once again help your alchemy again. See, everything just kind of flows into each other once you get it going. See, this is another reason why you shouldn't be worried about your liquid caps and your rate is because of liquid investment. Liquid investment, it sucks. If you don't have it at 99%, you shouldn't be worried about caps or rates, period. Yeah, the pen one's okay, but like it doesn't compete with like making your construction explode and making your meals explode because let's be honest, meals have a ton of other buffs. Ton of other buffs for your whole entire account. But yeah, you want this at 99% before you really worry a ton about cranium cooking. Otherwise, you are losing a massive amount here. This just is not good. Not good at all. Make sure too, I'll tell you before you get to it, laboratory fuse you don't need to put any points into. Food lust you don't need to put any points into. Voter rights you don't need to put any points into. Those three are pretty well useless. Don't put points into it, it only slows you down. Don't worry about those three. And once you unlock, no, it's for nobody. It's for people who were back in the day. I'm not getting into stuff that's irrelevant fucking over a year ago that was relevant. We're going with what's now. Right now, laboratory fuse, food lust, and voter rights are shit. Don't put into them. But once you unlock Equinox symbols, stop doing everything and get Equinox symbols. Period. Like, that's the best by far. Best by far in the whole entire bit. So focus that as soon as you unlock it. Yeah, well, Bob doesn't have ads. Oh. Alright, Death Note, Crusher, Trapper. Yeah, I mean, you're leveling what you're supposed to be leveling. It's just, I know it's a salt issue. Alright, I'll keep going for now. You can always watch the video after. Worship, you definitely got to hit some of your skulls are full. And then also level up your skulls. We've pretty well gone over that. Obviously, your totems, you got to level them up at some point once you get your buildings leveled up more. Prayers, we've already gone over it. Once you level the stuff up, you're gonna unlock that. Zerg Rush again is another great one that you're gonna want to unlock and level up. You could even max this too. The AFK gain rate is great on it. Also another thing that's good for doing 3D prints. So once you get that, definitely a good one to max out. This is for shiny pets. Great one for it. Eventually, you're going to want to max out Midas Mind. You'll max out Jawbreaker. You can use these two for when you're farming high end, so you can get more coins and a lot more drop rate. So you want drop rate. This can give you a shit ton of drop rate. Just so you know. If that's what you're looking for, this will give you massive amounts more than that one bubble ever will. Mini game rewards, who cares? Like Royal Sampler, like I said, level it up one more if you have to. Fiber of Absence is pretty well shit, especially for somebody who's new. The only way Fiber of Absence works is if you're already over the max amount of kills. Then you can use it. If it keeps you at the max, it'll give you a little bit more kills. A lot of people use this for like green mushrooms. Most of the time, this thing's going to be useless. And yeah, Balance of Pain, you can eventually use that all the time. And also Beefy for Real works great too for like mushrooms and stuff. Yeah. So I mean, you'll unlock this stuff eventually. Obviously crit chance, who gives a shit? Like it's terrible. You've already got probably over 100% easy peasy. This is what you need for Windwalker to be able to do crystal mobs. When you're in the Windwalker form and Tempest form, this is the one you need for it. Alright, traps. Yeah, very, very good for stamps. Very, very good. Very good. Like, stupid good. Yeah, you're looking the way you're supposed to. You're obviously doing those for the refinery. I totally get it. And then you're doing that with Voidwalker. Make sure you put them down the right way with Voidwalker, too. Make sure you're using his ability so you can get that efficiency, or the XP as high as you can. Yeah, eventually you want to swap them around. What I did was... I swapped them between a couple, like when I first started and stuff, because you got like, what, 2-3 different ones that are in refinery. Exactly, we all start somewhere, yeah. Let's see here in refinery. Because I want to see, so... Okay, so you got them. You got the mice. You got mice, and you got them. So, like, for one, you got the mice and the scorpions. So what I would do is, if for nothing else even, because if you're doing these for the sake of refinery, just do like half mice, half scorpion. Yeah, see, there you go. Yeah, that explains that then. Okay, so, let me show you here. Yeah, that's a massive thing to know. Yeah, and I see you got no points into it. So you're going to want to level the piss out of this and book it. What this is going to do is give you a crap ton of skill XP gain, but it's going to minus efficiency. What you do is, if you want to level everyone, including, because you're always going to want to be leveling V-Man, you put them on nature traps, you pop this ability. This ability goes on your bar. You pop this ability, it gives you a shit ton of skill XP gain. It minuses efficiency, but you don't care. You want nothing but XP gain. Grab any kind of gear that you have this XP gain, stack it all on V-Man, pop this ability, place all the nature traps with V-Man, and it's going to scale off from this skill. And it's going to give you a shit ton of XP and level you up way, way faster. That's why this is like the best thing for putting down traps if you're looking to level up. Yep. Because you don't care about efficiency. You only care about XP. Like, you don't care if you get anything from those traps. You just want the XP. Yeah. So, yeah, that's the little trick for that. So, yeah, like, if you're looking to do stuff for just mainly your, as I can't talk, if you're looking to do stuff mainly for your refinery, and you're finding that you're just getting a ton of these and you don't really care, you have 5 here. Do like a 3 and 2 spread if you have to on everybody. So do like 3 scorpions, 2 mice on everybody. That way then you'll constantly be getting both and you won't have to keep switching between the two. Because you could technically put 5 different things on here. I mean, not that you're going to, but you could. So yeah, if that's what it is in refinery and you find yourself having to keep switching traps because of that, swap them. Do like 3 mice and 2 scorpions, or, 3 scorpions and 2 mice. Yeah. Well, that's what I said. I said skill XP equipment. Yes, I said that. I said any skill XP gear that you have. Plus cards, all that. Yep. So you start getting some of these. This is another good one to level up before you start doing all of your pushing and stuff. Oh, you're fine, Ken. I probably said it when you were on ad or something. It's all good. But this is another one, too, that's good for when you start cranium cooking and whatnot. And then, yeah, you're going to want to level the rest of these up, too, at some point. Just keep them in the back of your mind. I get it why you haven't leveled them. Souls are tough for you. Salts are tough for you. I understand. But just keep them in the back of your mind that they're there. Yeah, this, you're going to want all your basic cogs with XP. I see that you're having stuff lined up. I would not have the big cogs in the lines because you're taking away from directional cogs is what you're doing by having them there. You should be running a whole entire direction on these. Whole entire direction on these. If for nothing else, like I tell a lot of people, if you're wondering about construction, go on to YouTube. There's a guy named Outsider that has a fantastic construction guide. He goes extremely into depth on it. He's the reason why I didn't make a construction guide, because his is like absolutely perfect. Like, it's a fantastic guide. So look up Outsider on YouTube, and I mean, it's going to explain so much in depth, it's ridiculous. Well, it says Bob the Gamer 3 right up in the corner. Oh, Ken. You gotta learn to read, bud. Typical Idleon player. Yeah, work on your sets at some point. We all know, like, just keep it in the back of your mind that when you grab them, make sure that you click these to unlock them. I think you've got close to a cheese ore set, too, and a cheese ore set at least. Not gonna waste my time on the other one. Gotcha. But yeah, make sure you're unlocking these as you go along. Yeah, see, cooking, I automatically know it's not going to be the greatest. I mean, you technically could use ladles in a lot of these. But you really want to level up that boost in Collider. The Collider boost is going to be insane. Let's also look here, too, real quick. Talents once again on Voidwalker. You want to book this. You definitely want to book this. Like, this is part of the reason why you got to get your library speed and stuff up. Once again, comes from the Collider. There's also a bubble for your library book, stuff like that. You want to get this booked. This is probably the biggest gain for cooking speed in the game. It probably is. Between this and Collider. This is probably better than Collider, but Collider's still really good. But yeah, this is probably your number one gain in cooking speed in the game. Definitely book this. Max it out. You won't feel bad, trust me. You'll be happy you did. Definitely book that. Because, like, yeah, you could waste, like, ones into these and stuff, but, like, into this stuff. But, like, you got to get a lot more unlocked, too. We'll see here. Pets, yeah, I get it. You're probably not working on shinies too much. You're probably working on other stuff to get it unlocked. Breedability isn't exactly a pressing thing for you. At some point it will be. Yeah, see, the pigs are pointless in there. Yeah, see, you've got to look up some breeding stuff, too. I know in a lot of the other Discords, they have the breeding charts and stuff. I don't think I have the breeding chart anymore because I was past it. But yeah, you definitely got to unlock some more, too. But yeah, like, you don't want Defender in there. You don't want these in there. Eventually, when you level up your breeding, it's going to get to the point to where you don't have to have these in there. You can just have nothing but the other ones that are going to just purely benefit what you're doing. Whereas these don't benefit you at all. All they do is benefit the ability to be able to put something in it. But later on, you'll be able to run 4 of the green ones. I mean, I see why you're running them. I get it. But yeah, they've got some charts and stuff to go by. Like, I can show you mine after it for nothing else. We can go through that. Lab, you just got to get a few more of the gems. I get it. They rotate in, grab them. Right now, even if you're cranium cooking, there's no reason to have viaducts on. Viaducts is for one thing and one thing only. When you're leveling up bubbles at endgame, and you've probably seen me on there where I go on my boo boat and then I go to somebody else, grab a ton of logs or ore, and then I blast my bubbles up. It gives me 5 times the capacity. That's the only reason to ever use that. The reason why you don't use it any other time is because it's 30% reduction in your regen speed. It's horrible. It literally is like a one-trick pony. It's only good for one thing. That's about it. So take that off. Like, that's the only one that you're not going to have on. Do not have that on. It just shoots yourself in the foot is what it does. You do not want that on. Yeah, you're working on Rift. At some point, yeah, once you get your gear and stuff up, go through Rift because there is some very good stuff that you can unlock in Rift. Like, see, you got to level up your skills a little bit more and you'll get a lot more of these. Gotcha. Okay, yeah, so you know what I'm talking about then. Perfect. Yeah, exactly. Really got to read, yeah. Once you get to this point in construction, this one right here, it's going to blow up your build speed. So this is where eventually when you get to this point and you start getting the salt and stuff and you start kind of cooking, you'll want to level up even the crappy towers because you want to get this total level up so you can start getting this crazy build speed. 5% per 10 over 1250. Like, it's insane. And it adds up really fast once you get to that point. That's what you're looking for here. That's the best thing. Obviously, getting the last 2 is great too, so you can get more levels. But this is what you want for the build speed. And yeah, just keep pushing on the Rift. Eventually, you're gonna get the troll gear and stuff like that. You're gonna get better gear. Once you get the better gear, better damage, then you should be able to push through Rift. It should be a joke. Just every now and then, go back and try it and see where you're at. People know I don't care about Tome. Not even gonna waste my time on it. Yeah, see this. The way that your sailing looks, that's the reason why I say you should have hamsters on everybody. You really do, because you're way, way behind in sailing for where you're at. And also, the very first one you want to get, Tusk. Because it literally gives you more artifact find chance. It literally is going to help you find all the rest easier. That one's priority number 1. You also got sailing speed on this one. Fantastic. That's another good one that you want to get kind of right off the bat. Those are probably your 2 best ones that you can reach right now. Eventually, you're going to get into stuff like this. Going to give you more talents and stuff like that. But, I mean, you're not even at that point yet. Yeah, make sure you have the hamsters on all your players. I can't stress it enough. Like, I can't stress it enough. But, Tusk, double that next. That'd be your best bet. It's going to make all the rest easier to find. That's what I would do. Divinity, like I've already told you, it wouldn't be a bad idea to put your dudes in the lab for a little bit so you can unlock the last 4. Especially this one right here, once again, for sailing speed. Like, that's big for you right now, right? That would be huge for you. That's what I'm saying. So you want to unlock this so you can level that. Also keep in mind, too, even though you have Do, for some weird reason, you won't auto-connect to Permat. So you'll have to connect somebody to it. It's weird, but just connect somebody to it when you unlock it, okay? Otherwise, it's not going to do anything. It's weird, but one person that has it equipped, it's going to give it to everybody. You're good. But yeah, make sure one person has it. I mean, it's also giving double Divinity XP, so yeah. Like, this is a good one right now for you to unlock. Very, very good. The minimum buff is going to be good. That's good. Yeah, I know it's weird, but yeah, make sure you got somebody equipped to it. Doesn't matter who. Just equip somebody, because even with Duke, like I said, it won't work. Very weird, but yeah. Make sure you got somebody equipped. Once again, see, I unlocked the last guy. You got sailing speed again. These guys, total damage. We both know damage wouldn't be a bad thing for you right now. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. Like I said, it doesn't matter as long as somebody's equipped. But yeah, that's going to give you more damage, more sailing speed. So yeah, unlock them, level them up a bit. Obviously, it's going to take you a little bit to level them. Go back, level up some of these other guys a little bit, like sailing speed here. You could get more divinity gains, which is going to make it faster. I mean, this is giving you more efficiency. Yeah, level them up when you can. I get it. It's tough at times. Okay, so I see you're here. As soon, I don't know if you know this or not, but a lot of people will sit and they'll wait to click on this until they get a high percent. Don't do that. I don't care if you're 0.1%. As long as you have above a 0%, click it. If it's 0.1, click it. The point of this is it's like sailing. You want to have more tries than you want to worry about getting the percent up, right? It's the same as sailing. Same concept. As soon as you have above a 0%, click it. And what you can do is you can pop a couple plants and stuff and keep looking where once you're at that 0.1 or whatever, or 1%, go into it, click it. Pop a couple plants or so to get you up there again. Go into it, click it. Do that, sit there for a little bit. You'll have both of these unlocked probably in a couple days. Yeah, you got to brute force it, yeah. It's a case of just spam the piss out of it. And once you get into chemical plants, you'll find that gaming starts to explode at that point. Because the whole point of gaming is, once again, where I say how the collider is so good, this is giving you 10 more levels to everything in the collider. Like, this is what you want. This is what you're doing gaming for, is this guy right here. This is 100% the reason why you're doing it. Like, this is OP as all hell. That's what you're doing it for. It's going to take you a little while, but yeah. Force up your mutations like that and do it like that. Like, just pound them out as quick as you can. Once you get up to 6 wishes, take all these oddballs out and put them all into one. I see too many people in the beginning that have them spread. Like, what is 5 really doing for you? Especially when you get the extra bonus when you hit 10. Where is it here? Oh, wrong one. Right here. See? For the 10th opal, that's why you want to get multiples of 10. If you're putting multiples of 5, what is it doing? Like, especially 3. Like, it isn't doing shit. Take them all, put them all into one. Once it gets hard on Explorer to push, you're going to want to focus on Engineer and Measure a lot. Yeah. Yeah, so what you do is once you unlock the lamp and you can get enough for 6, you want to 6 wishes, reset your opals in the wishes. It'll literally give you a chance to reset and give you all your opals back. Put all your opals into one person. If you're having a hard time pushing and unlocking an Explorer, stop doing Explorer. Because what's going to happen is Engineer and Measure bonuses that you can unlock are going to end up unlocking stuff later on that's going to explode the amount of XP that you get. You want to get that XP up because then it's going to make it that much easier on Explorer to unlock new areas. What's the last area you've unlocked? I see you're at that. So, I mean, you're fairly far. Yeah, see, like, jars. You're probably at jars. Justice was the last one. Yeah, so you haven't got jars yet. Yeah, because jars don't do shit, really, until you get to getting their schematics unlocked. So, a lot of it's going to be... Let's see where you're at. Whoop, I don't want to show all. What am I doing? Yeah, you got the bell stuff. At some point, you'll get... Yeah, I mean, a ways down, you're going to start getting more buckets. Yeah, you definitely got to push up some schematics for sure. Like, you're pretty far behind on them. Yeah, I would definitely unlock some there. Let's see where we're at on here. Yeah, so you're not very far on the measure either. I would pick between the measure and the engineer. Unlock to where it starts getting to be a pain in the ass, and then use your wish again to swap them over to the next. Then go until that one gets to be the pain in the ass. See if your Explorer is good at that point. Maybe you can put back into your Explorer and push again. Or at that point, you could go Conjurer or Study. But you want to try to keep all your opals into one person. Yes. Yes. Which means that, like, in the beginning... Where is it? This is shit. For the very longest time until you pretty much are done with the hole, this is shit. So yeah. Yeah, dump them all into one. Try to unlock more of your schematics. Try to unlock more of your measuring bonuses. You're still fairly early on. Obviously, you're not going to even have them. Yeah, you don't even have them unlocked yet. You will before too long, though. But yeah, I would do like engineer first. Once you get to the point where it kind of shits out and it's taking a long time to get it undone, swap over to measure. Once you get that done, evaluate where your explorer's at. If you can start pushing to the next one, go into explorer. If you can't, put into conjurer. Start getting some of those bonuses. But then eventually go back into explorer. And then once you unlock study, you can put a little bit into study and run it for maybe a couple days, and then you're probably good. But yeah, wishes are so important in the beginning. They really are. Which also, if you see, this will make your daily wishes go up too, which you have unlocked. So if you can focus on pumping that up a little bit, it's not a bad thing. Also, study eventually. When you get into the study, it's going to be all about... Where is it here? You're going to do lamp because you're going to get more wishes. The good part about this is every time this levels, it's one more wish a day. Like, it doesn't give you any fraction, nothing. It just flat out gives you one more. Like, it's really, really good for early on. And also, the other one that is going to be OP as all hell is the bell. That's why I say to get the schematics. Because if you can get the schematics unlocked for the good stuff for the bell, your bell is going to be insane. Yeah, and then that's going to actually push you to be able to get everything unlocked because there's so many buffs from the bell. Yeah. So once again, everything kind of flows into each other once again. But that's what I would do if I was you. Like, and then you'll start seeing some massive progression. Slab, I mean, come on. We know slab is going to be what it is. Just keep in mind, all you have to do is have it in your inventory and accounts. Oh, that reminds me of one thing, though. Let's check your dungeons. You got to get these flare bows maxed. These are permanent buffs on every single one of your characters on your account for the flare bow buffs. You want to max these. Make sure you're doing your dungeon every single week. At least one a week. So you get that times 20, right? Do it at least once a week. I mean, yeah, you have a bunch of boosted runs. There's no reason why you can't do it. And yeah, focus flare bows for sure. I understand you might want to get all the other stuff, but permanent buffs to your account is really, really good. You know, you got skilling XP. Once again, there's for your traps, right? AFK gains, another great one for you. Yeah, there's really good stuff in there, though. Constellations, at some point, you'll have to go back through and knock out the ones that you have. Keep that in mind, because you've got a decent bit of them. Yeah, either or. Or you just join up with randoms. Even if you're only getting, like, tier 3 frog done, you're good. If you get 4 done, great. But most people can even run 3. Like, you're still getting halfway decent. It's only once a week. Alright, let's check out your World 6 stuff. Farming. I would assume you're not very far at all. Yeah, you haven't really done shit on farming. Farming is very easy. Yeah, exactly what I thought. So, what you're going to do with farming is push it about as far as you can. Make sure you're buying those coupons from the vendor in World 6 every single day. I can't stress that enough. Buy those coupons every single day. You can hold down on the coupon at any time to see how many it'll give you. Yeah, but farming is massive, massive gains. Once again, also a great thing for cooking. Also a great thing for gaming. Like, this is why your gaming is shit. This is the reason why your cooking is shit. It's another reason why. Farming is a lot more important than you think it is. Yeah. So hold down on the coupon. It'll tell you how many magic beans you can get. Once you get up to 10, cash it in. Next time, run it again. It'll reset it. You get your 10. Put into overgrowth. Super important. Keep going again until you get 80. Reset. Get land rank. Then you can start pushing according to a lot of guides and stuff after that point. But those are two super, super important things. Let's see here. Let's check your death note here. Yeah, see, you got to get to Mama Trolls first. But it doesn't mean you can't push it, because Mama Trolls is where you do your reset for it. But it doesn't mean you can't still keep doing a little bit of it. Get it built up. Maybe by the time you get there, you get enough for 90. You know, maybe you get 90 beans at that point. And if you get 90 beans, then, you know, shit, you could knock out both, right? But these are your two priorities. Get overgrowth first, then get land rank. If by the time you unlock Mama Trolls, you got enough to get both, hey, get them both. But, like, if you got enough, do it. Like, definitely do it. Resetting is not a bad thing. Overgrowth is massive. Absolutely massive. You can let it AFK come back, and this is going to give you way more. Whereas the other one's just going to max out. And hey, what's up, Aftershock? Alright, next, we're looking at sneaking. Yeah, see, you haven't done anything for sneaking. See, you're neglecting all your skills, and it's making you fall behind. If you're wondering why you're losing efficiencies and stuff, why you're losing damage and stuff, why you're losing all your extra stats, it's because you haven't done this stuff. The reason why you push to World 6 is to get summoning going, to get farming going, to get sneaking going, to get it started. Later, Ken. But if you don't do them, it's not going to do anything for you. You rush to World 6 so you can do them. Not so you can rush to World 6 and not do them. Like, you've got to do sneaking. You've definitely got to do sneaking. You got to get your bombs. Have those. Then you got to keep progressing. I do have a bit of a guide on sneaking also. When in doubt, go to my YouTube channel. You'll see some stuff in there that's going to help you out a massive amount. I've got the Salt Lock one there in my shorts. I also got a sneaking guide. That's a bunch of tips and tricks for noobs all the way up to when you get sweaty at it. Like, I can show you some stuff about that after. Yeah, once again, you just got to make sure you're pushing these every day. Use your tries every day. Eventually get to the point to where you get to Gambit. I mean, you're a decent ways away from Gambit. But Gambit does make summoning so much easier. Also, the new class makes summoning very much easier. The new master class. Because there's summoning bonuses in that. Like I said, comes down to it. You can unlock it, pound your talent points into the sneaking stuff and all the other stuff that's going to benefit your account, and leave it. Just leave it. Like, at this point at least, like right now, if you have your Bubo the way it is, it's just a Bubo. But if you unlock the masterclass, nothing says you have to go and do it. You can put the talent points into just the buffs, and now your Bubo's still doing the same shit as it was before. The only difference is it's giving your account a ton of buffs. Yeah, it's a fully loaded question, Aftershock. Multi-kill, it depends on what you're looking for. It depends on in what terms you're looking at multi-kill. But for the most part, no. It should. It should count for opening portals. See, like right here. Here's your perfect example. Here's your perfect example, Bob. See how these are green? This is why you should use Idleon Toolbox. See how this is green, this is green, this is green, and this is green? It means you have enough to drop these at the beanstalk. Get these to where you can have 10,000 in a stack. Drop them in front of the beanstalk. And it literally will put it on the beanstalk. See, because yeah, hamsters are good to have on each one of your characters. But if you can drop a 10k stack, it's like every single one of your characters has 10k on them. No brainer. You should immediately be dropping these. You should be dropping this, 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 and this. No doubt about it. Drop them all. Yeah, you probably have to unlock it into the Jade Emporium. But like I'm saying, like once you get to that point, unlock it. Let's see here. Yeah, you're a couple away from it. So once again, do your sneaking. You got to do your sneaking. This stuff is so good. This stuff in here is so good. Do your sneaking. Like I said, I'll give you a quick run over sneaking after. It's very, very simplistic. It's a lot easier than people think. Emperor, you're not even at. Why are we even clicking on it? But that's it. Like, do you have any questions for me, or are you all good? I know it's a lot of info, and this was a very long review. But I wanted to make sure I could cover a lot for you. I don't like giving half-ass reviews. Yeah, I got you, dude. Like, I don't like the half-ass review, like I said. Yeah, I definitely like to give a good solid one. All right, well, then let's go ahead and end it there then. All right, thanks a lot, everybody. Later.